Greetings and welcome back to this video series on the new An Tir Authorization portal. This series will provide instructions on the new authorization portal and the upgraded capabilities that it has. This video will focus on how authorized fighters can use the login features of the website. If you're an existing user, you will receive an email when the system goes live with instructions on how to log in. We will go through the process of adding a new user to the system and recovering account credentials. In order to log into the system, you will go into the login page in the menu. We're going to go ahead and start by building a new user. This is for someone who isn't currently authorized but would like to change that. On the login page, we will click on Create Account. This is the registration page. It has some instructions on how to create a user. You can collapse these rules by clicking on the Account Creation Rules button. This page has some features to make sure that accidental duplicate accounts aren't created. Membership numbers must be unique, your username must be unique, and it will not allow two accounts who have the same first name, last name, and email combination. So you can't have two Fred Smiths at f.smith@gmail.com. We're going to do the cooking show trick and open a different link with the data already populated. We're going to leave membership blank for now, since you can be an authorized fighter without being a member. If you're entering your membership, then the system will check against a database of all the memberships in An Tir. Your first name, last name, and membership number and membership expiration must match what is listed on your SCA membership account. If you put in the correct information and it doesn't work, you will need to reach out to the Kingdom Authorization Officer to sort out the issue. The fields for birthday, is minor, and parent ID are tied to each other. If the user is a minor, then their birthday needs to be uploaded. This allows the system to know when they are old enough for various authorizations. The parent ID is another user that is allowed to access the system and edit the fighter's account. Only a minor can have a parent ID. This is useful for young children to get authorized for youth combat. As you can see, our submission was rejected by the system. An error message appears at the top telling us what went wrong. Across the whole site, you will see error messages and success messages displayed exactly like this at the top of whatever page you are on. The error here is that the zip code isn't within An Tir, so let's go fix that. Before we submit, let's look at one more thing, the titles. The system allows you to enter a fighting title for yourself. This isn't mandatory, but can be a nice way to make sure that this is seen by the list managers when looking at your online fighter card. There are a list of default titles to choose from in the drop-down. Some people like to have non-standard titles, and the system supports those. When creating a new title, you need to type it in and choose what rank it is equivalent to. On this page, we can see that the fighter exists. There is also a success message at the top of the page. The fighter doesn't have any authorizations. That is something that a marshal will need to take care of. There are some additional steps that we, as a fighter, need to do. When you create your account, the website will email you your login instructions. I have it set up right now to send them to a text file so we can go ahead and read them. As you can see, the email contains your username and a link to reset your password. Now that we've set our password, we can go ahead and log in. Now that we are logged in, we can go to My Account. On this page, we can see all of our personal information. This information isn't visible to anyone except us and the authorization officer. If the account is for a minor who has a parent account, then that parent can also see this page. Scrolling down, we see more options. The most important of these is to sign the waiver. The waiver is a copy of the waiver that needs to be submitted when you first submit your authorization by paper. If you have a current membership or a current authorization, this waiver is treated as signed. Now that I've signed the waiver, I can be authorized. Scrolling down further, we can modify any of our personal information. This means that you can keep your information up to date, for instance, if you move or change your SCA name. The next question is what to do if you don't remember your login information. Let's start by logging out of this account. If we don't remember our credentials, we can go to the login page and click on Recover Account. Here we can enter our username if we remember it to get a password reset email. Let's assume that we don't remember that. In that case, we would put in our email address and it will send us a list of the usernames attached to that email. The system does allow shared emails, so a family can have multiple people using the same email address if they want. We go ahead and put in Carrick's email address, and we get an email from the system showing us the one username attached. If we still don't remember our credentials, we can now go to the Recover account and ask for a password reset. What happens if we don't remember the email we used and we don't know our login credentials? The last step is that you can request your information from your fighter page. We'll go ahead and go to Carrick's page. When we click this button, it will resend the original sign-up email. If this still doesn't work, such as if your email account has been closed, you will need to reach out to the Kingdom Authorization Officer to get a new email attached to your account. This concludes this video using the authorization portal as a logged-in fighter. The remaining videos in this series will show you how to use the system as other types of users. Please make sure to review all the videos that match the level of access that you will have in this system.